and you are not going to be able to get this kid to stop smiling for weeks now, as Camden Murphy takes the win in the American Ethanol Midwest Truck Tour, second of Lake Brown.
Something I tell people is there's a difference between goals and dreams. A dream is something that you can live without, but a goal is something that you have to have. Basically, my goal is to become a professional race car driver in any which way I possibly can. Going around in circles, people will think it's like, wow, you're crazy if you're going around in circles. It's more of a mind game than anything. I mean, you have to be physically fit to be able to sit in a race car for hours on end, 150 degrees, and having maybe a water bottle. You know what I mean? When you're out there on the racetrack, everything in your mind just leaves. It's that adrenaline. It's basically trying to find the limits of a car. You're driving down the street and you press on the brakes and you don't really think about what's happening. But when you're doing it on the racetrack, you think about everything. When you press on the brakes, we can adjust brakes. We can adjust brakes to the front, brakes to the rear. You got to think about every little thing on the race car and what can you make better? How can you adjust your driving style? And that's just, I love that. I didn't grow up in racing. My dad didn't race when he was younger. My mom was never tied in racing any bit way or anything. And so I'm trying to build all these connections myself. At 19 years old, living on my own in Charlotte, North Carolina, 1,000 miles away from home, and trying to basically create myself. We grew up middle class, and I grew up on the job sites with my dad, using machinery, and grew up with my mom working every day. And I was always hands-on with everything and anything I ever done. Like my hands right now, I'm a little greasy right now. I was just at the shop working. I can definitely relate to anyone that wakes up in the morning early and goes to work. I don't know how much I put dreams in my head. Is if I go and do something, it's gonna be a goal. I'm gonna go and do it. If someone says it's impossible, I'll show you how it's possible. So I'll find a way.